Today we're going to be tying a Brassie. We're going to be getting a little fancy with it because we're going to be actually doing a two-tone Brassie. This is a very simple fly to tie. It only requires really the minimal of materials. The hook today is going to be a size 16 scud pupa. Normally like to tie them in about an 18, but for the purposes of this video, a 16 will be fine. It'll still catch fish, but it makes it easier for all of you to be able to see how to tie this fly. The bead will be a 3/32 gold bead, size 14 to 18. The thread is a 70 denier UTC in white. It does not matter what color you're going to use because it's going to be hidden, so there's no real need to get picky about the color. We're also going to be using the ultra wire in UTC red, whereas ultra wire UTC green. Now I've already pre-cut that wire just for expediency and simplicity. I mean, y'all don't want to be sitting there watching me cut wire off of the spool. So we're going to get right into it and start our thread right behind the eye. Capture the thread, cut it. What is going on here? That's the... Oh, you know what? I do see what the issue is. I do. It would be my thread. Alright. So we're going to switch out the color of the thread, which is not a big deal. And you're going to find that things like this happen to you, which is why I do not mind y'all seeing this. For those of you who are beginners, it'll just show you that there's no reason to freak out or nothing like that. Just adapt to the situation and you should be good to go. Thread this on here. There we go. Alright. Get that thread on there. There we go. Much better. It's captured. Come back up to behind the bead and grab our wire. They rock and roll and back to business. Alright. So, going to take our two different color wire, the red and the green, put them together, slide them inside of the bead. Don't have them going out the foremost hole on the bead, but just inside, and you're going to capture them and keep them on the side closest to you. And you'll see why, because when you start wrapping, it's going to keep a very even body, no lumps or anything. Going to wrap all the way well into the bend of the hook and then come back up. Once again, nice even touching wraps. About 3/4 of the way back up to the bead. You're going to grab your wire and start wrapping. These wraps are going to be touching wraps. You want to go nice and slow to make sure that they stay even and straight as you go up the shank. And should they come loose, no need to fear. Just go in there and fix it, push it together, rewrap it, whatever you got to do. There's no sense in trying to rush through this, especially when you're just starting to learn it. Which that goes the same for any fly that you're first starting to learn. Alright, almost there. One more wrap. Alright, now we're going to capture that wire. Come on the other side. Behind the wire here. Come forward with the wire. It's captured. Come in and cut it free. Push that in much as you can. Now we're going to pick out 2 good hurls here. Alright, here we go. Now tie them in from the tips, not the ends. You want to clip off about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of these tips. They're very brittle. Now we're going to tie these in again from the side closest to you. Loose wrap just to grab it. Wrap back to capture. And then wrap forward back up to behind the bead. As you wrap these, you want to make sure that you keep them touching wraps. And it's going to give you a nice, bushy, even collar. Oh, well, one of them broke off. I didn't even have to cut it. That just shows you how brittle these things can be. Now that you've clipped or broke off the peacock curl, all you got to do is whip finish. And you will be done with the fly. Now, you do have the option, because the fly can be fished as is, but you do have the option to put a drop of super glue just behind the bead there to cement the threads to keep them from unraveling. I don't personally find it necessary. It fishes just as well as it does, and it'll last me at least 3, maybe 4 fish. And for me, that's just fine. I can always retie it, as long as the hook's still in good shape. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment down below. As always, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.